Go, go, get that knowledge. Go, 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 get that knowledge. Go, 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 get that knowledge. With these changing times today, listen to you, we got something to say. With these changing times today, listen to you, we got something to say. With these changing times today, listen to you, we got something to say. You talk, we got something to say. You talk, we got something to say. Come on, you talk. You talk, we got something to say. You talk, we got something to say.
Hello, my name is Mia Guillory, and welcome to Youth Talk, We Listen. Today we're going to be talking about New Age gangbanging. Is it a trend or lifestyle? And its effects on youth. Trendy? I don't know. You see people crip walking on TV. You see guys sagging their pants. And you also see that the hip hop nation is based on gangster rap. The lifestyle side of gangbanging is the drugs, the drive-by shootings, the violence, and also kids going to juvenile hall and adults going to prison and jail. I would like to introduce my guest, TD, a street gang member. Welcome, TD.
How you doing, Mia?
And behind me I have my PYTs, or Power Youth Talkers. We'll meet them later on in the show. My first question for you, TD, is who or what is gangbanging?
Who or what is gangbanging? As far as who gangbanging is the people that gangbang. And what it is something that people have looked to as far as family, somebody to reach out to them, someone that's involved in a lot of things. Either if it's how you see it good or not, it's something that's everyday living.
Okay, thank you. What are you? A gangbanger or a gang member?
I'm a gangbanger. A gangbanger, someone that's fully active.
Okay. And what is active? What is active duty?
Just like you would enlist into an army or anything. Active is just fully involved with everything that's going on, all functions. With whatever, down for whatever, willing to do whatever.
Okay, thank you. Let's talk about choices for a minute. Why gangbanging?
Why gangbanging? Actually, when I was growing up, I told myself I'll never gangbang. But you know, most of the gangbangers that's around, or when you're gangbanging, it's your homies you grew up with, your friends. You know, it starts off as a clique or something we could do, like a sorority, a fraternity, but it turns into something a little bit more to that. It turns into your family.
Oh, okay. And how old were you when you joined?
13.
13, okay. PYTs, you can introduce yourself. And my question for you guys, or what are you guys feeling about gang banging or gang members or anything that have to do with that? You introduce yourself.
I'm Keontae Mitchell, and my feeling on gangbanging is a pretty bad thing, because if you're gangbanger, your family gets into it with your stuff, and your kids can get killed off of it.
Okay.
My name is Brent Warner, and what I feel about gangbanging is it's not right, and it's like if you join gangbanging, you will probably end up dying.
My name is CJ Gubak, and what I feel about gangbanging, that it will probably endanger your family and your real close friends, because they'll get involved to what you do, and if you do like anything that's against the law, that your family or your friends will get in trouble for it.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Michael Perez, and if you join in a gang, stuff bad will happen to you and your friends and your family, and it's really bad to join in a gang because you won't forget about it in your life, and your family wouldn't either, and you'll be in a really bad situation every day with the cops and everything, and your family will be worried about you when you go out with your friends and tag and everything. So if I were you, you shouldn't be in a gang or be hanging out with gang members because you'll get caught or get in trouble or be able to go in jail or prison.
Okay, good, good. How do you feel about being affiliated and being a gang member and banger and all that good stuff and being active? What are your feelings?
I love it. I'm not saying it's a good role model for all the kids out there, but I love it. That's what I am. That's what I'm going to be. I mean, once you're something, it's not, you just don't flip and change over to it. You know, I'm a father too. I love kids out there too.
Okay, so what do you tell your children about the lifestyle you've chosen and these things that you do that are not positive and that can affect their life as well?
I actually tried to brush it off out like they didn't even say nothing. I don't want my kids gangbanging. I know what I went through, you know, getting shot at, the rough living, but it was something that I saw to at the time. But I didn't have no father. I'm going to be involved in my kids' life, so I feel that I could give them a better route in life.
Okay. Do you see any good coming from being a gangbanger? Is there any goods that come out of?
From my point of view?
From your point of view, yes.
Oh, yeah, there's a whole lot going on. I mean, you know, toy drives, you know, we do good stuff too.
Oh, do you? What kind of
Yeah.
good stuff?
I mean, we come together. We're there for each other, like an organization, like a church.
Oh, really? Y'all there for each other? Can you give me an example of somebody being there for you?
Someone being there for me.
Yes.
When in need. Say you lost someone close in your family, like your mother. It takes some people that really love you that'll just sit out there, you know, wash cars all day just to get the money up to make sure everything's done the right way.
Okay. That's understandable. Okay. Have you been to juvenile hall, jail, prison?
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. Oh, okay. I was watching an interview with T.I., and T.I. said one thing that he regrets most about his lifestyle or his choices was he lost time with his family, you know, and time is one thing you can't get back. So in that being said, do you have any regrets about the decisions you made?
Nah,
No regrets.
none at all.
You could do it all over again. You would do it all the same way.
Nah, I probably do stuff a little bit smarter.
A little smarter, okay.
A little smarter.
So do you guys educate each other? Is there any knowledge involved in being affiliated with this gang? Because to me, it sounds very ignorant. That's my judgment about it. I mean, you all have choices, and to me, being a gang member is like a cop-out. Like, you're just giving up on trying to mainstream society. And do y'all educate yourselves on things that will benefit you outside of y'all gang world? Because it's a bigger world than just you few people.
Of course, I feel, from my point of view, that gangbanging is, you know, is benefited me negative and in positive ways. I say more positive than negative. Of course, my credit's messed up. Of course, I can't do nothing good out there because I'm a convicted felon.
Well, how does that feel? What is it being a convicted felon? What can't you do at this point?
Man, it seemed like they was gonna give me one of those anyway, from early age. It seemed like society out here is kind of real crazy towards the minority section of this life.
Okay, so conveniently gangbanging fits you because society already labels you anyway.
Yes.
So you just say, forget it, I just go ahead, tag me with the label and I have fun with it.
Nah, it's just it's my lifestyle.
Okay.
I'm going to do this, you know, until I feel said quote. My
Okay.
kids is going to love me. I'm going to love kids out there. I would never try to inflict any harm on the kids. But
So have you ever did any drive-bys or wild stuff where you could have endangered a kid or anything like that?
Not that I can recall. I know
Okay.
I'm fully involved though.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm fully involved with a lot of stuff. So, if it was something, you know, they needed if someone called me and needed me, I was there.
Okay.
That's what I can say.
Okay. 1 second. Any PYTs, y'all have a question, comment, statement? Feel free.
Well, how would you feel if your child got killed off of your gangbanging?
Wow.
I would feel terrible.
Would you stop?
I couldn't even tell you. I don't know at that point in time if I'll be full of anger, I will want to retaliate, or just give everything up, or just be fully depressed and just have nothing to live for.
Wow. Okay. Brent?
Why do gangbangers have to represent their own gang?
Why do we represent our own gang? as a sign of respect. Represent where we're from, because that's where we're from. Nobody can take that from us. That's what we was raised at, that's what we represent, and that's the way it's been since it started.
Any more questions back here?
How come like gangbangers like Crips and Bloods like have wars against each other just 'cause like they represent different colors or from different hoods?
Or is it deeper than that?
I think a lot of people in life have wars, period. Some people just don't get along with each other. We're fighting a stupid war for no reason. That doesn't benefit our kids, nor the future, or anything, society or the economy for America. So just like we're considered terrorists, I feel the government is doing the same thing that we're doing. We're just trying to get by. We had to look out for people that had to look out for us. We was only there for us, you know? We don't have nothing. We're not giving nothing. We don't get loans when we come over here. Everybody else can come over here and get a loan. We can't get none of that. So, you know, I stay down with who I love for, who got love for me.
Okay. And how do you think your family feel about your choices in this lifestyle? Like your cousins, your grandmother, your brother. Is your brother gangbang?
I have a whole criminal family. Mother's in prison, father's in prison, brother's in prison. I hate to say it, I don't want it to be a revolving door. I'm trying to,
Break the cycle?
but I'm not going to be that role model all the way unless I give this all the way up. That's something I'm not ready to do right now.
Do you think that's something you will be ready to do at any point in your life? I know you have a son and you have other children, and somebody has to stop the cycle somewhere, and you are actively, like you say, you're active in gang banging, you're actively in your child's life. Your father wasn't actively in your life, and he chose gang lifestyle as well. So in that, because you're actively in your children's life, can you break that cycle, break that chain?
I can do whatever I put my mind to.
Okay. Well, that's something to think about, because, I mean, if I had children and they chose a lifestyle of gang banging, it would hurt me, but I would try to educate them and try to understand why they've given up, you know, as far as making changes to do better or change their lifestyle. Any more questions back here?
I do.
Okay.
How does it feel if or would you kill somebody? How would it feel?
I couldn't tell you how that feeling would feel. That's just, man, a person would have to kill somebody to feel that way.
Why, when someone gets in a gang, and if they want to quit the gang, why do they have to get jumped or shot at?
Jumped out?
Yeah, jumped out.
That's a good question. I mean, it's like when you join a family, you join something real serious, you're committed to it. It's like a lease. You break the contract. So instead of us giving you a deposit back, we're going to take it out of you. It's a respect thing. If you didn't want to do it in the first place, you shouldn't have done it. So the punishment is going to be you're going to get beat up twice as much worse as what you did when you got put on.
Okay. Well, my next question to that is, as far as getting jumped out and you saying it's like a lifetime commitment?
Yeah.
Pretty much?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel you lived your full potential? How old are you?
27.
27. And you have felons and all these different things. Do you think you've potentially hit a point where you said, oh, I'm happy with the things I've done in my life at this point?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
And as far as having culture outside of gangbanging, as far as going to the movies and those things, I see you have tattoos, and that's like a walking billboard. So do you worry about that when you go out with your son, your daughter, or your wife, or your family, that they can be tagged because you're tagged on?
Well, like everywhere you go, everyone has tattoos. It's like a trend. It doesn't affect me. I'm just so used to it. I'm in the city of LA. Every block you go to is a gangbanger. Every Palisades, every Malibu, everywhere you go, there's a different hood. It's just the lifestyle that we live in LA.
Okay. And what can you tell these kids and those kids about the choice you made, as far as, would you do anything different? What you said you wouldn't, but you said you wouldn't want your kids to do it. So what advice could you give kids that are trying to figure this out, figure life out.
The advice I would give them, that all good things come to a last. All good things come to an end. And gangbanging has been around for a long time, and all good things will eventually come to an end one day. I don't want to see no kid going through what people have already went through with getting shot, the drug dealing,